Hi y'all, welcome back to another episode of checking out my worm bins. Today we are working with my breeder bins, the corn cob breeder bin and the peat breeder bin. Unfortunately, they're sharing a heating pad down here with the mini worm bin, and no thermocouples going into them, so I gotta monitor their temperatures with the homemade, the analog temperature thermometer, the analog thermometer. So this is the corn cob bin. Let's dig in and see how our material is looking. I just sprayed down both of the this one and the peat one. I wanted to get some moisture into there. It looks like the wormies is climbing around inside what appears to be some of the pineapple mash that I had put in here. I'm not putting a lot of food substances into this bin. I want these bins to make me some cocoons. That's what their primary purpose in life is to become adults if they're juvenile, and make me some castings and leave them inside. Hey, no, that's not a casting. That was a corn kernel. But I got these corn cobs in here for them to make into little cocoon factories. But let's check in. We saw that they were in there, so let's check over inside here. I wonder how many wormies are deep down in the corn cob material below. It's a good question. I can't get in there. What the heck? This is a piece of watermelon that came over from the breeder box. And a napkin that was in the breeder box. Looks like there was some coffee that was in the breeder box. Sorry guys, I don't know where I'm pointing the camera. And there was the pineapple mash that was in the breeder box. So yeah, I don't want to put in a bunch of bedding materials in this bin, so we will just flip that over and let the wormies continue to work it. The only thing we're going to put in this bin is a little bit of wormy chow. So let me get these guys up on the kickstand for a second. We will apply this bin's dose of vermichow. Hopefully the wormies come up into the top and feast on it. We'll put it along the sides. Alright. So that will conclude our feeding of the cob bin. And then now let's take a look at the peat bin. Again, this bin has two. Sorry guys, I want to apologize for the noise. It's raining out here in Pennsylvania on this gloomy Tuesday night. And let me scoot the light over. Let's move this corn cob out the road, and we see some wormy action underneath it. So they are underneath the corn cob, and I saw something moving around. on thy corn cob. It may be a little wormy hiding around. I know I saw one. Yeah. He's playing hide and seek, so let's put him back down. Same positioning. Scoot over here, move some of this bedding out of the way, and pineapple mash. That's what we had fed them when we started the peat bin. There's another corn cob. Where are you hiding? Under there? Yeah. That was the skin from a cantaloupe melon. And the pineapple mash is in between. So let's flip this corn cob up. The wormies are hanging out under that corn cob. Not seeing any cocoons as of yet. But we see a wormy, so he's happy. Let's dig into our peat and our bedding and see if we can find some wormies. Where are my wormies? There's a wormy. They're still eating, so alright. Alright guys, I will cover you back up. These guys need to be getting to business. Stop eating and get to business. Alright, we're going to give this bin its portion of vermichow. And that bedding on the outside looks a little dry, so I think I'm going to give it a little dose so I'll keep this centered. Took a little extra too much there, so we'll get the tripod set up and then we'll hit the button. Alright, tripod down, stick there. Alright, well that's not going to be helpful. Alright, I'll have to do both with one hand. Alright, push the button, initiate. Alright, we're gonna get the outside material, come around, get that paper, yeah, push the button again. Just get that bedding material a little wetter because the wormies need the bedding to be moist to be able to process it and break it down. Alright guys, that's 7 minutes to check out and feed the breeder bins. Thank you so much for checking in to check out the breeder bins and see how they are processing their materials and making cocoons, which they're not. Sorry it's a little loud in here. I can't control that it decided to rain tonight. And I had to film tonight instead of last night. I was exhausted, so that is our checkup on the breeder bins after a week or two of service. 2 weeks for the peat bin, 1 week for the cob bin of service. So thank you so much for checking in. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. I wish I knew who you guys were. My list doesn't ever change that much, so if you're watching, you're leaving your name in the comment if you were number 50 or 51 or 52. I really appreciate all the subs and all the thumbs up and the words of encouragement. Thank you all for checking out the worm bin feeding and, well, the breeder box checkup. Bye-bye now.